Call, Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who will and teach well. Peace and blessings to your sincere Akim. Those of you who are holding this word in truth, who are being faithful with this word, and who are enduring in this race to the kingdom. All right. Seeing the times that we're in and that we're coming into, okay, things are set to get worse. These are only the beginning of sorrows that we're in. All right, according to the scriptures, right? So, something to consider, all right, is again knowing who the enemy is, and knowing the purpose of the trials that we are to face. If you're called in this truth, if it's your lot, we all have different lots that we must finish out, okay, to the coming of Yahweh Shai. So I'm just going to go into Revelations 2 and 10 to try to give a better understanding. Maybe if you don't, again, if you're new to this truth, or if you say, what, I got to suffer with, things that are not really appealing, things that are really sour your stomach or make you think twice about this, because the scriptures does say, that we ought to examine ourselves, man. Okay, so we must examine ourselves. All right. Let's go into it. Revelations 2 and 10. All right. All right, so let's read. All right, Revelation 2 and 10. I'm reading under the Greek interlinear. Okay. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So let's go down. Let's go to behold first. We'll start with behold. All right. It says, behold, to see, lo. All right. Let's go down to Strong's definition. All right. It says, used as imperative, behold, lo, see. All right. So we're being told to look and to see. All right, to pay attention. All right. So it says, behold, the devil. All right. As you can see, the devil in the Greek is diablos. All right. And it describes who the devil is. Okay. It describes who the devil is in that passage. Okay. But also throughout the scriptures. And that can be traced back to, Satan's fleshly counterpart, or the devil's fleshly counterpart, which is Esau, Edom. All right. The chief of the wicked, man. All right. Here on earth, so-called white man. All right. The outline of biblical usage says prone to slander. This is giving you the characteristics of the devil. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. All right. A culminator, or a calumniator, false accuser, slanderer. That's the characteristics of the devil. Okay, let's read down to all right. We'll continue to read. 2, metaphor. Apply to a man who, by opposing the cause of the power, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. Okay? Now, who's the wicked here who consistently and fervently transgresses the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshua? Who doesn't regard the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahshua? Sin is a transgression of the law. Okay? The scriptures say, if you go to Exodus 20, okay, it shows you the commandments, okay, also in Deuteronomy. But you go to Exodus 20, you can see that just those commandments laid out there, okay. You attribute who goes against those commandments. Okay, the scriptures say thou shalt not steal, but who's the biggest thief? All right, the scriptures say thou shalt not kill. All right, in Exodus 20, right? But who's the biggest killer and murderer on the planet Earth? Okay. Matter of fact, let me go there for a better idea, and then I'll return back, Lord willing. So, let's go to Exodus 20, and we'll start at 3. All right. Yeah. Matter of fact, let's start at 1. Exodus 20, verse 1, it says, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, or Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Okay? Bondage means slavery. Okay? We were slaves, in ancient times. All right? As Hebrew Israelites, we were slaves back there under Egypt, man, under ancient Egypt. Okay? Underneath Pharaoh. Out of the house of bondage, verse 3, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Okay? Who goes against that? This is the opposition, all right? Who's the one who has their own churches of Satan, and who have these different gods and idols that they worship and that they call out to and that they seek to, even from the time of through the Greek Empire, through the Roman Empire, through the empires we have today, the kingdom set up today. All right, who's the one that consistently comes up with these new gods to worship? All right, you have different deities, the god of Saturn and Mars, all these planetary gods, right? You have all these again, you got Molech and all them things like Bohemian Grove. Okay, that may be something you Akim out there familiar with. All right, all these different ceremonies and all this stuff, man, that takes place in the higher ups. Who are the people that participates in these things? These different witchcrafts and sorceries, man. Okay, blood drinking rituals, child sacrifice rituals, which was in ancient time is still considered an abomination, but it were heavy. Our people were heavy into it. Okay, but it's encouraged to this day. Even if you go out to Hollywood, by who? By Esau, by the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay, and then you go into the other heathen nations. You got Ishmael, you got Moab. They all have they have Buddha. They have their the Hindu goddess Shiva. Okay, they have all these different things that they worship, man. The pagan idol worship. Okay, so the scriptures is describing who serves under the Satan, man, who serves under the devil. Okay, so it's pretty clear picture. But let me go further. And my point is, in bringing this out, is to look and see who goes contrary to this, to the commandments, okay? And bring that to the modern day, all right? Exodus 20, verse 4. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. Now, who bows down themselves and serves these idols? All right, you got Islam. Okay, all right, they go down, they bow down before the dome of the rock, or the dome of the rock, or the out there in Mecca, the Kaaba stone. Okay, they were again, you got the Buddha statues. All right, people worshiping. They got the Mother Mary statues and all kind of things in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church is littered with these idols, man. Okay, but just to point out these things, because if you trace that back to the modern day, you have an idea, okay, who it is that's going against, all right, Yahweh Shem Shah and his commandments, all right, who are breaking his laws, who are transgressing, and who are also completely opposed to it, consistently, who the wicked is, all right, or the man of sin. Okay, so let's go to let's finish off Exodus 5, Exodus 25, Slagi. Visiting the iniquities of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay, 6, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. Verse 7, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai in vain, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Now, who does this every day? All right, who does this every day consistently? All right, the wicked, man. Okay, so let's go to vain, shav. All right, in emptiness and nothingness. All right, in worthlessness. All right, so you got Christians calling on Jesus Christ, okay, but that's in vain, right? It's empty. It's a idol. All right. Cesare Borgia is an idol. He can't do nothing. He is no God, man. Okay, but yet and still you have the Christians who believe continuously in that doctrine, man. Okay, and more than ever is heavily established in Catholicism. Okay, once again. All right. Let's go back here. So, all right. Exodus 20 and 7. For the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will not hold him guiltless to take his name in vain. Okay. Exodus 20 and 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Now, who's been known to change times and laws? Okay. Think about it. You got the lunar solar calendar, and you have the Gregorian calendar. Okay, the calendar we live under today, all right, was the same calendar that was established back during the time of the Romans. Okay, but my point in saying that is, if you trace that back, you can still see that it's Esau Edom. He's the wicked. He plays the role of the wicked here on earth. He is the physical counterpart of the devil, of the deceiver, of the slanderer. All right, and I'm gonna go back to that precept in Revelations 2 and 10 in a second. Okay, so while I'm reading this is so you can see for yourself. Okay, who does the opposite of the commandments? Okay, there's a people today that do the complete opposite of what's written here in Exodus 20 chapter. Okay? Who do the opposite, complete opposite of the commandments of Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Exodus 29. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. Okay? Esau don't. All right, look. Esau could care less about the Sabbath day. Matter of fact, he created his own Sabbath day. If you look at how things are today, okay, there's a Sunday. There was a Sunday. There is still a Sunday law in place, Salakia, but all businesses are closed on Sunday. All right, it was established that Sunday was going to be a day for close of business. Okay, but you know, by the Sabbath is determined by what? The new moon. So if the Sabbath is determined by the new moon, how can the Sabbath be Sunday all the time? It makes no sense. But it's something to consider because, you know, the system we're under right now is to the point where you won't find too many businesses open on Sunday, if any, in your area. Okay? That's the system you live under now. Okay? And who controls that system? All right? You go all the way to the top, the elites. All right? Not just the Rothschilds and the Gettys, not just the Oppenheimers and all them up there. No, not just them. All right, there's people more powerful than them. Okay, if you dig a little deeper into that. All right, but nonetheless, they're Edomites. You know, the so-called white man. Now, all right, let's go on down to something a little more specific here. Jump down to Exodus 20 and 13. Thou shalt not kill. Let's look at this, okay? To give an example. All right. Because you still have some who like to defend Edomites, man. You still have some that still like to defend their system, okay? You still have some who like to follow after them, all right? So thou shalt not kill, to murder, slay, kill, all right? Throughout the scriptures, who was known for slaying? You had slip my mind. Cain and Abel, all right? Cain and Abel, all right? Cain was sook out to slay Abel, okay? That was done purposely and purposefully, but nonetheless, all right, the battle started from way back then, okay? And here we are today, all right? You got Esau and you got Jacob. Jacob represents Israel, the Hebrew Israelites, man, okay? And that's that war that that things are culminating to right now, okay? Esau lost his birthright and he wants to get it back, okay? In modern day, Esau is seeking to slay Jacob, man, all right? Or Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? Premeditated, all right? Premeditated. All right, that's something that was thought out and planned out. Okay, every day, these devils, the Edomites, they sit in their councils. Okay, and they figure out ways to overcome and to destroy and wipe the nation of Israel completely off the map. Okay, every day they hold councils. All right, they pray to their pagan gods. Okay. They have their high-level witches. They perform their witchcraft. You know? Every day. Okay? So they premeditate ways to overthrow the nation of Israel. All right. Murder, assassinate. All right. Kill. Okay. Again, who has a track record in the history of doing that, from the beginning, almost the beginning of time, man. Okay? This is nothing new. The scriptures say it's nothing new under the sun. So again, it's something to consider in modern day. All right, Esau, Edom. All right, is the devil, man. All right, and that's who the scriptures is referring to. All right, he's a premeditated murderer. He's a slayer, and he assassinates, man. But that's his role to play. All right. All right. Scriptures say, "Thou shalt not steal." Who does the opposite? All right. If you go back to the elites, okay, the elite bankers, they steal from everyone, even their own people, even all other Edomites. They make it their business to fill their pockets, and they rob each and every one of us. All right, through taxes, through unrighteous decrees. Okay, we go to them for everything that we need, and they still find a way to tax it or rob it and take it from you anyway. All right, so it's really evident, okay, of who this devil is, man. In these days and time, and you have the other nations who conspire with them, okay, specifically to target so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why we have ghettos. That's why we have hoods. That's why we have certain areas where you can cross over from one side of town and you could tell the complete difference, man. Okay? It's nothing new under the sun. The majority of us alive that have witnessed it some way, shape, or form, or come up in it. Okay? Let's go down to verse 16. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Okay? Who bears false witness all the time? Esau. Okay? One example, you have a so-called Negro gets locked up, okay? Find out 20, 30 years later, after he did 30 years behind bars, that he didn't do it. Why? Because the case against him, all right, was staged. Right? What did they do? They planted the evidence. They provided false witnesses. They paid people to lie to get the man convicted or the woman. All right? These things are done constantly. So it's something to consider. All right? Who's falsely accused us as a nation throughout time? Majority of the time. All right? Esau. And these heathen nations, because they all conspire against the nation of Israel. Okay? But I'll let you think about that and consider it for yourselves. All right? All right, so I'll end it there and I'll go back to Revelations 2 and 10. All right? So let's go back to Revelation 2 and 10. Salakia for going that far into it, but I really wanted to, through the Spirit, explain the best way that I can. All right. All right, so the devil, that's where we're at. Diablos in the Greek. All right. Prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. These are the characteristics of the devil. Okay. A culminator, false accuser. Back in Exodus 20, all right, he bears false witness. Okay, he's a false accuser. Okay. Let's go back to all right, so all right. The devil, right? So the Diablos in the Greek shall cast some of you into prison. So the devil's gonna cast some of you into prison. So when it says the devil, it's talking about Esau. Esau wants to cast so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the Hebrew Israelites, okay, into prison, man. He's coming after you through the form of not only of Jacob's trouble that's to come, but he's already been after you. After all of us as a nation, man. He's been after all of us. Why? He wants vaccines for your kids. He wants wants GMOs in the food. Okay? He wants you to be subservient and docile and weak. And most importantly, to deny our true power. Our true power of, who's Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the most important thing that this devil wants to do. Okay? Esau, Edom. You know? So he has a role to play. Okay? So it's just time to, you know, put your glasses on and really see, okay, who your enemy is. All right? All right, Shalakia. It says, the devil shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. Okay, let's go to tried. All right. The Greek word for tried is paraizo. But let me play it on here.
Strong's G 3985. Pyradzo.
Pyradzo. All right. Outline biblical usage says to try whether a thing can be done. To attempt, endeavor. Here we go, part 2. To try, make trial of. Okay? Test. All right? So Esau wants to test. He wants to test the elect, man. He wants to test the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American of the 12 tribes, man. All right? Of the elect who are slotted to you know, go through this. All right. Again, all right. So he wants to test. He wants to try. For what? For the purpose of ascertaining his quality. You know. All right. The scriptures say we're going to be tried as gold in the fire. You know, if we have that number of the hopeful elect, but we're going to be tried as gold in the fire. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be trying us. All right. But so is Satan. The devil is going to be it too. Esau's the wicked. All right. We already know they have plans to round people up, Operation Guarded Plot. Right. They already have plans to round up the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. They already have plans to throw you to their FEMA camps and kill you. Okay. Along with starving you to death. All right. Along with taking your children and killing them, along with, you know, many other gruesome things, man. All which are judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because you know, a lot of you choose to worship Cesare Borgia. You choose to worship so who you call Jesus. All right, and he doesn't exist. All right. That is not the name of the son of our Heavenly Father, Yahweh. His name is Yahweh Shai. You know, but you choose to call upon your precious Jesus, man. So, again, that's going to be a punishment and a trial. But for the elect and those who end up in that situation of the elect, it'll be a test, man. Okay? This devil, Esau's going to want to test you. Okay? All the brothers that do the videos, the brothers that been on the highways and byways, the brothers who hold this truth fast, okay? Who deny the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. This devil Esau's going to want to test you. Why? Because he wants his new world order anyway. If you're against it, he's going to try to find you out, man. All right? He's going to push you. He's going to test you. All right? But who's really testing you, what only matters is that Yahweh Shai is testing you. Okay? It's trying you for that goal, for that final finished product, man. Okay? But just know also that Sikh is going to do his job, and he's going to try to prove you wrong and have you in derision. All right? So let's go on without babbling on too much, or what he thinks or how he will behave himself. All right? So the devil's going to want to test out what you think. What are you thinking at that time? Are you having faith? Are you thinking about taking the offers that Esau is going to offer you, or try to bribe you with, or try to lure you in with, just to take away the pain, just to escape death? All right. It says, or what he thinks. So what are you? You're going to be tested on what you're thinking at that time. Are you thinking about giving up? Are you thinking about losing faith? Or how he will behave himself. Will you be frantic? Will you bow the knee will you bow the knee to Esau? Will you turn in your brothers? The other Akim who labored with you, will you turn them in? Okay? How will you behave yourself? That's part of the trial. Okay? Let's go down to C. To try or test one's faith, virtue, character, by enticement to sin. There's going to be many enticements to sin during that time. To deny the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? To turn in your brothers. All right? Those are temptations. Those are enticements to sin. Okay? To test your faith, whether Yahweh Shai is going to come back and do what? And deliver us, man. Yahweh Shai is coming to deliver us. And to put down all our enemies. So while I'm going into this in depth, brothers, is that moment means a lot more than what we think. All right. It says to solicit to sin, to tempt, of the temptations of the devil. All right. It says let's go down to Strong's definition and I'll close it up. Endeavor, scrutinize, entice, discipline, assay, examine, go about, prove, and tempt. All right? He wants to prove that he's more worthy of the birthright than you are. He wants to prove that that you're a liar. He wants to prove that you're unfaithful. He wants to prove that there is no Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, man. So make you look like a fool, man. Okay? He wants to tempt you to deny Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Because this devil knows all the people who call in the name of Yahweh Shem Shah. He knows those who are laboring, and he knows those who are serious, man. Okay. This is just a movie and with a script, and it's all being played out. Okay. All right, so let me end it there, but let me go to the Psalms. Let's see, Psalms 50. Psalms 50. Psalms 50 and go straight to the point. Psalms 50 and 20. It says, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Okay? Speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. Okay? Who does that now? All right? You got Jacob and you got Esau. Okay? You got the Israelites and you got, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And you got the adversary, you got the devil, man. Okay? And in this modern day. You know? And what does he do? Constantly, consistently, all right? Talking, heaping words up against the children of Israel, man. Or the children of Yahweh Shem Shah, the nation of Israel. Okay? Constantly. You know, you're black, you're niggers, you're Negroes, you're, all kind of defaming, all kind of silly things, man. All right? You know? All right? They conspire with the other nations, okay, to simply, all right, just to keep you in subjection. All right? But then that falls under the curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. All right? I believe verse 16 to 68. Okay? Something to consider, you know? So think about who does the slandering. This devil is known as the slanderer. Okay, I just read it in Revelations 2 and 10. Okay? Here in Psalms it's saying, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, who are known brothers throughout the scriptures, man, Jacob and Esau. All right? And you go Genesis 25th chapter, read about Jacob and Esau. It says, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. All right? Esau, the so-called white man, these other heathen nations, man. All right? They have slandered the nation of Israel throughout time, man. All right? And one of the biggest ones is during the time of slavery. Okay? They did to the tribe of Gad, man. Okay? They're liars, man. They're slanderers. Matter of fact, let's look up the word. Because the devil in Revelation 2 and 10 is known as a slanderer. Okay? So this is speaking to who the devil is. The wicked, right? Let's look at the definition of slanderer. Then I'll close it out. Don't went beyond what I should have. But all right. Thou slanderous, okay? Let's go to slanderous. Blemish, a fault. Okay? In the Hebrew, that's
Strong's H 1848. Dofi.
All right? It's the Dofi in the Hebrew, all right? Outline biblical usage. A blemish. Fault. All right? They find a way to fault you, man. All right? To blemish you. Not only that, through iconoclasm. All right? He's known to cover the faces of the judges. Let's get that. Okay? Because it's telling you clearly who the wicked are, man. All right? And it's not just about that, but it's the fact of the matter that if you trust in Esau in this time period, you're through, man. You're done. Okay? Unless you repent and hear the words of the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? Unless you receive this word, this true message that's been out there for decades. You know? It's time to wake up, because this system is going down, man. It's going to be destroyed. All right? Covereth faces. There we go. Well, so that's Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay. And if you do your research in the history, all right, there's many statues that have the noses broken off from iconoclasm. Okay, that where the our history has been completely whitewashed, okay, and covered over. All right. So yeah, it's really time to get serious about this, you know, and come back to the truth and come back to your heritage and who your true power is. Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai? Yahweh being the Heavenly Father, and his son, his name is Yahweh Shai. All right. So I'll leave it there. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Havrachakodash. Peace and blessings to you, sincere brothers out there. Continue to run this race of faith till we reach the kingdom. All right. Stay strong. Shalom.